Well, hello everyone. If you're watching this video, I know you like, girl, who is this popping up on my timeline? Like, when did I subscribe to her? She hasn't made a video in I don't know how long, but yo, I'm telling you, I have a story. I have a reason why. Even though I promised to be back on YouTube like a million times, and I promised to be consistent with my videos, life just planned otherwise. So basically, this is my story. This is a life update and a story about my journey to Atlanta. Before I start the video off, I do want to say that if you are still subscribed to my channel, I haven't uploaded any new videos, but if you have viewed my videos in the past and liked them, I really do appreciate it. And I thank you so much for doing so. I hope that you stay tuned and stay subscribed because I do plan on uploading more videos. However, before now, like, life has just been throwing me curveballs, serving me lemonade, no Beyonce, y'all. Life has just been, it's been a lot. But I do want to say, in good news, before I start this video off, I did finally get a camera. I know I promised to make videos once I got a camera. I got the Canon T3i. It's not the one of the newest Canon Rebels, but I really wanted this one because I only paid like $200 for it at the pawn shop, so this was a great steal. However, after my journey or moving back from Atlanta, somehow I lost my camera charger. So yeah, once again, life has been just throwing me them curveballs, honey. But I'm gonna get into that later. So I just want to let you all know that I do plan on making content. I do plan on getting back into photography and things like that. So yeah, just stay tuned, keep rocking with me. You feel me? Just stay with me. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna start off with college. Just start off from the beginning. So after I graduated college, I knew in my heart that I did not want to stay in Tennessee. Well, not technically Tennessee, but I didn't want to stay like in the area that I live in because it's really, really slow, y'all. I done said many times in previous videos that I'm from the country. Like, everybody knows everybody. Everybody's everybody's cousin. Like, there's nothing here, except for like fast food restaurants and like warehouses, and that's mainly all I have experience in when it comes to the work field is warehouses. And because I have a degree now, it's like, why should I settle for working in a warehouse? Why should I stay here? There's nothing here for me. I want to meet new people. I want to experience new things. Like, I just want to live life. Like, I don't want to be confined into this little box that I feel like you have to be in if you stay in this location that I'm in, or where I grew up in, the area that I grew up in. So my brother and I both decided, because he had graduated college the year before, so he and I both decided that we just wanted change. We just wanted to move to a new area, and mainly because, like I said, we are very creative people. We have so many broad ideas and so many big dreams that, like I said, just living here, we're not going to be able to accomplish any of those because there's a lack of opportunity, there's a lack of resource. So we're just like, okay, we want to move. In my head, I was thinking I wanted to move to Nashville, Tennessee. Basically, Nashville is like the Atlanta to where I'm staying at, if that makes sense. Like, I'm from, like, how like you have Smyrna and, like, I don't know, I can't think of any other names right now, like Smyrna, wherever else that's outside of Atlanta, then you have Atlanta. So it's kind of like the city if you're from where I'm from. But yeah, so he decided that he wanted to move to Atlanta. So I'm like, okay, Atlanta is popping right now. If you didn't know, like, if you've been sleeping under a rock, everybody knows that Atlanta is a place to be right now, especially for young African American people. So I'm like, okay, like, Atlanta, I can dig that. That's only like 4 hours away. It'll be fun, and it'll also be an experience for me and my brothers to both have, so that we can both grow in our craft and we can just, we can conquer this city together. And honestly, y'all, when a lot of people think about moving to Atlanta, I know what you're thinking, like, Atlanta, it's packed, like, it's overpopulated. Everybody has these expectations of Atlanta, like, when you go there, you just automatically gonna be on and popping. But to be honest, that wasn't our intention. Like I said, we were just going basically because there's more opportunity. Everybody knows that people call Atlanta the Black Hollywood. So that's mainly why we were going, because, like I said, we do like to write. I like to take pictures. I like to sing, so all of that kind of stuff is in Atlanta. So it's not just, I wasn't going to try to become famous or trying to become popping or something like that, if that makes sense. Like, I was just going so that I could have the opportunity to work in my craft, like, to be around people who are interested in the same thing. So we decided to move to Atlanta. Now, I have a few clips of the process. However, I didn't get to record that many videos because, like I said, it was kind of a hectic and chaotic time. So, you know, I didn't really have the opportunity to vlog and like to get as much footage as I would have liked to.
What are you doing?
I'm not driving.
You are driving.
No, I'm not.
Are we backstage chilling back here, honey?
I'm not recording you while you recording him, I'm recording you.
Yeah, I'm not driving. People like to complain about the way that I drive, and I done drove all the way halfway here.
Yeah, almost killed us twice.
All the way halfway here.
Shoot, I'm not driving. Quinn, yo, you the one to know where to go.
Get your words out, you.
Tell you get out. You stay here with the nice lady at the door.
She was nice.
Get your stuff together.
Shoot, I got time. Come on now. And then on top of that, like when we finally did move to Atlanta, we didn't have Wi-Fi, so yeah. So after we decided to move to Atlanta, we visited Atlanta. I think I'm saying, count how many times I said Atlanta. Oh my gosh. So after we decided to move, I think we visited there like 2 times. I'm not sure. The first time we went, basically, you know, to kind of get a feel of the city. We were kind of looking at apartments, but not really. And then the second time we visited, we went back to actually apply for some apartments, which is, I'm going to talk about that in my video when I'm talking about moving out for the first time, because applying for apartments, y'all, I didn't expect for the applications to be so expensive. I didn't even know about the whole moving out process because I had never moved out before. My brother has lived on his own, but I've never lived on my own before. He was working at a pharmacy, and of course, like I said, all of my experience has been working in a warehouse, y'all. Like, I've been slaving since, I'm not gonna say slaving, but y'all know how warehouse work can be if you ever worked there. So can nobody ever tell me that I haven't got my hands dirty? Like, can nobody ever tell me that I ain't worked for nothing, y'all? Because I done worked in hot ass warehouses like my entire work career, basically. So anyways, but yeah, we both decided that we were just gonna work and we were just gonna save our money. So of course, because life likes to throw me curveballs and serve me lemonade, like I said, no Beyonce, okay? I lost my job about 2 months before we got ready to move. And so that kind of put a damper on my plans. And also, I was behind on a lot of bills because of that. So all of the money that I had saved up, I had to basically spend on the bills that I was behind on. They have had $100, if that. And it's crazy because a lot of people's moving to Atlanta videos, they actually say that they moved to Atlanta without money. And I'm looking at them like they super crazy. Like, I'm not about to move nowhere and not have no money. Like, how did that even work for you? Like, I remember this one girl, she was like, she moved to Atlanta with $500 or something like that, if that. And I'm like, what? Like, how did you move and you didn't even have any money? But who would have known that that would have been my exact same situation? So, like I said, 2 months before we got ready to move or got ready to find an apartment, I lost my job. So basically, my brother is really good at saving, and he had a good job at the time. I think he was getting paid pretty good. So he actually had a lot of money saved up, and we basically had to live off of that. And y'all, that felt so bad because I feel like I was kind of helpless in the situation. I couldn't really pay for anything because we were still applying for apartments, and we hadn't yet found one that would accept us because of reasons I'm not going to talk about. But, you know, I wish beforehand we had have known, or we had to start applying earlier, because, you know, it's more than just going to get an application. You actually have to pay the application fee and, you know, get the whole thing processed to see if you can actually get approved for the apartment. So we didn't do that. So it was kind of like a time crunch, kind of like a bind to get an apartment. So we were staying at like this extended stay hotel, and y'all, that hotel was a hot mess. When I tell y'all, we were roughing it, and at that point I thought that was like the lowest of the low, okay? But it's crazy how things got even worse. And we're staying at this hotel or extended stay or whatever this is, and y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm literally scared for my life. I don't want to sound dramatic because I'm not a dramatic person, but staying here is really scary. And from the background, I know you can tell that I'm probably in a ratchet place right now. And I don't mean to offend anyone, and I didn't even come from like a rich family or anything, but if you saw this place, you would say the same thing that I'm saying. There's like people sitting outside, and somebody was screaming and slamming the doors earlier, and the freaking stuff is all rusted. And I'm not even sleeping on the bed right now. Like, I have sheets over the top of the bed. I'm not folding back these covers, and So that's one of the reasons why I'm recording this video. It's just for me to be able to look back on, like, I'm talking about one of the roughest points in my life, and in the future I just want to be able to look back on this video and say like, wow, I went through that, or wow, I thought that time was rough, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm just recording this for my own personal sake and also to help other people out. So anyways, back to the story.